Hello everyone, if you're watching this video it's because of something very exciting for me. I finally reached 2,000 subscribers and I'm very excited because it's thanks to all of you who have shared this journey with me so far that I've reached this point. And I know it's not much compared to a lot of much bigger art channels, but it's a great stepping point for me, and I'm really thankful that you all are here to share this with me. Thank you very much. Now I think this calls for a celebration. I don't know what you think, but I think it does. And what I usually do, some of you already know, I like to have little giveaways, and I've been waiting for this one for quite a while, and I'm happy that I can finally share this with you. You must be wondering what I'm doing with an Art Snacks box. Well, it has nothing to do with Art Snacks. It's just it's a great box to use to mail the winner what they're gonna win. In here is what one of you is going to win, and I'll just jump right in. The winner is not gonna win just one Chameleon marker. The winner's not going to win 2 Chameleon markers or 3 Chameleon markers, but a whole set of markers with the color tops and the fine liner. So let me show you. Basically, I got these in a scroller box. And while they're really good markers and they're really cool to work with, I was not very fond of them, to tell you the truth, because I thought that they just took too much time to use. However, the results can be awesome, and I know a lot of people love to use them. I prefer to use regular markers, but that doesn't mean they're not good. It means it's just my own preference. So for those of you who aren't familiar with Chameleon markers, I'm just going to show you really quick what they are. You basically have a marker here, and you have both sides. You have a fine tip and a broader tip, and you know they're all in different colors. This one is sand, and on this part here you have a colorless tip. It's just alcohol basically, because they're alcohol-based markers. And what you need to do, you can just use them like regular markers, but you can also put one of the tips inside this barrel here, make them touch the colorless tip, and you need to hold it straight up and count to, I think, 15 or something. And what's going to happen is the alcohol from the alcohol part of it is going to go down onto the tip with the color, and you'll be able to make really cool shades. I'll show you. So first, you don't have anything. I probably probably did it a bit too long, but look, there you go. So progressively you're gonna see the color appear. There. And so you can blend your colors really nicely with that. And what happens also is that a little while ago they came up with the what they call the color tops, which are basically the same idea as the just the colorless tops. You just can blend colors together like that. So let's see, I'm gonna take the burgundy and the pink, And let me take the yeah, I'm gonna take the brush tip. I'm gonna make them touch, and then put this one up, so the pink, peony pink, is gonna go down a little bit. I'm gonna stop it now, and we'll see. It should start with peony pink and end up with the burgundy. Of course, I'm not using a very good paper for markers, so you're gonna see the marks, but they work just like regular markers, and they blend pretty well. Now, see, my problem with this also has always been there's so many tops that I always get confused as to where to put which top goes on which marker. But as you get used to working with them, then you'll be fine. Now, it also comes with the fine liner, and the fine liner has a very fine tip. It's a 0.4, and a thicker one, which is a 0.6. So whether you already have some and you're looking to complete your collection, I'm just going to give you the colors real quick. So you have vermilion, sand, burgundy, and deep black. For the color tops, you have caramel, neutral gray 4, bark, and peony pink. So if you want to expand your collection, then this is an opportunity for you to win this whole set. If you've never tried them before, it's a great opportunity to try them. I had always wanted to try them because they look really cool. Luckily, I got them in a scroller box, so it gave me the opportunity. I realized they were not for me, so now I need to pass them on to somebody who might appreciate them more than me. So they were used only a couple of times to do the scroller challenge, and that's it. I haven't touched them since. They seem to still work pretty well. And yeah, you need to use a better paper than this because the colors don't show very well on this paper. I think it's like light watercolor paper. So and then, you know, if you've always wanted to try them but never had the money for it, here's your opportunity to win them as well. They're really good for coloring because I found personally that this method of blending, although the blending is really nice, you can see with the sand here, when you draw your own things, sometimes you have larger surfaces and it's not as easy to control as if you use your own markers, regular markers. You can control the blending better. But if you just coloring things in a coloring book, for instance, you have smaller areas to color, and it's much easier to control and to do the shading the way these are supposed to be used. So anyway, enough rambling. You're probably wondering, what do I do to win those things? So that's pretty easy. All you have to do is leave a comment down below the video and just say you want to win them. And in about 2 weeks, I have a drawing, and then the winner is going to win them. And that's it. That's pretty simple. I will put all the official rules in the description box, so please refer to them. You'll have the deadlines and then all the stuff you need to do, and that's it. If you have any questions, don't hesitate, and I just wish you all good luck. And thanks so much again for bringing me to those 2,000 subscribers. I just can't tell you how happy it's made me, and I'm looking forward to the next 2,000 subscribers. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you soon. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.